We're back down the Show Me Center for the collision in the Cape, getting ready for the bareback ride. Let's go to our world champion bareback rider, Kelly Timmerman, to load the chutes.
We've got the best at these PRS events, and today we've got Frontier Rodeo. And one of my matchups today in the bareback riding is Badlands Bay and Josie Young gun. Match with Josie's riding style, I say, is the matchup for the day in the bareback riding.
Our pick-up men tonight, Sean Spalding and Sean Calhoun. Let's go to our first bareback rider, Matt Bright, a three-time qualifier of the Wrangler National Finals. The man originally from Tennessee, broke his back in 2010 at the NFR. He's on dry crop from Frontier Rodeo Company. A lot of farmers out there can relate to how tough it's been with the drought. Think about how tough it'd be on the back of this bucker.
Ooh, I tell you one thing, this horse is good. This Frontier Rodeo Company horse knew what he's supposed to do. As we go back to the Rocky replay, look here, good spur out. Horse gets going. Look at the drag up the neck, Bud.
You know, that horse looked really nice there. He comes into the wall, Matt's got to hold it in good. You know, the nice thing I'm happy to see is he got that rigging fixed, because we remember at Gonzales, apparently the rigging wasn't fixed.
Yeah, blew his hand out down in Gonzales at about 1.1 seconds and 82 points. He'll set a good pace here in Cape Girardeau as we go to Casey Brewer of Mandan, North Dakota, just 19 years old. Here's a man who's moved in the top 12 on Miss Freedom from Frontier Rodeo Company.
Man, look at this. And he's got some fast feet. Casey, he really gets going here. Horse was kind of hoppy-skippy out through there a little long. I tell you, I think he kind of messed it up right there at the start. What did you see down there, Kelly?
And that right there with Casey Brewer, that's what we talk about, the start being so important. Had one of the best horses in the draw, but he wasn't solid with his feet. If he'd had that good solid start, he would have capitalized on that horse and probably would have been sitting in the top two coming in the final four.
Unfortunately, 75 points will probably not be enough to get him into the Wrangler Final Four round. As we go to the #1 bareback rider this season, Josie Young. Here's a man that has got that Badlands Bay from Frontier Rodeo, the one that Kelly Timberman won a round on at the National Finals Rodeo. Boy, I'm telling you, this could be good.
I love to watch this guy ride, too. Look, he right straight up the neck to the rigging. Horse is kind of moving on down the pin, but I think that was a good spur ride for Josie.
All right, Kelly, what do you think?
Badlands didn't have the greatest day. It was a little long for this tiny arena, but horse was still phenomenal. Josie made a great ride. 80 points, sitting second, coming in the final four.
Well, the #1 rider this season has been as consistent as Roy Rogers catching the bad guys. I mean, he shows up every time and gets the job done. Josie Young. Stephen Peoples will be up next, but earlier Kelly had a chance to talk to him about knocking the rust off this week.
I've had a little heck at the last few events, and like you said, I thought everything went good at Redmond, but hoping today everything changes up. I hear that's a nice little horse, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Coming back from a pelvis injury, had surgery right after the Wrangler NFR in January. Stephen Peoples of Redmond, Oregon, last year's 2012 professional Roughstock bareback champion.
You know, the thing that's remarkable about this is how fast he came back. You know, passed all his stress tests, everything are going good. He's got plenty of strength in those legs, and he's looking really good right there. Great bareback ride, I thought.
He is horse, a little fast, a little moving along down the pin, but he kept his spur and let going.
Well, there's a difference between being released to ride again and getting your mind released to win again at this level.
Exactly. You know, it's hard coming back from something like that. Can you imagine how much you got to squeeze to get a hold with them feet and stuff being a bareback rider? Great to see him back. Good ride.
I remember Dr. Tandy Freeman told me after knee surgery, I said, "Can I compete?" He said, "Yeah, you can compete. Can you be competitive?" Not yet.
That's exactly right.
Eric Wolford, here's the man who rides with that toothpick on Blue Baby from Champion Rodeo, one of the best bucking horses we've seen this year.
Ooh, good mark out. Look at that ride. Yes, we're set up good right here.
I don't think we'll see him blow that handhold this time. It all looks pretty good.
All right, Eric Wolford, the Michigan man that can work all three events and has on occasion this week. But what do you got? What are you seeing, Spud? You're moving to the edge of your seat.
Well, watch this replay. I think Eric put his boots on the wrong feet.
He sure did.
Not only can he ride with a toothpick, he can ride with his boots on the wrong feet. Now, that guy there's a hand.
Makes you look like you turn your toes out further if you put your boots
wait a minute. He did that on purpose?
Yeah, to make it look like he turned his toes out further, see?
Is that an old bareback trick?
Well, or saddle bronc, either one they said in the old days. I've never seen it done till today.
How about it for the ingenuity? Eric Wolford scheming and trying to do whatever he can to get the job done. It works. Toes turned out means more style points from the judges, even if you have to put your boots on backwards. 80.5. He is second now. Your qualifiers coming back next week. Matt Bright with his 82-point ride. Eric Wolford, Josie Young, who is back in yet another Final Four round after missing the only one he's ever missed in Redmond. And Stephen Peoples, who makes it the first Final Four round of the year for Peoples, who is the defending world champion of the Professional Roughstock Series. Coming up next is bull riding. There you see Dylan Moore from just down the road in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. He'll be looking to impress the home state crowd here in Cape. You're watching the PRS on RFD TV.